Yeah, actually, no, I haven't.
Oh, bro. You're missing
my car's
out.
for sale.
Here.
I was selling my 4-wheel. I was selling the stand over there.
I told that bitch to shut the fuck up and get her ass in this dude.
Whoa! What are you doing?
I don't know.
Ooh, he's stealing.
The wheel nut?
You didn't even need to steal a pig.
Because I don't got no transport spinners, huh? Look, I'm trying to...
1 minute to the start of the race.
Dude, I'm gonna do JC needs to come out with spinners. That'd be so sick.
They used to have it for the old Xboxes.
Oh, really? Are they just on bearings and they just like spin? Alright guys, race 1, NASCAR B main, you guys can start heading out. Chris, Steve, John, and Austin in this one. And then we will get some guys from race 4 out here. I think a couple of you guys are in both. Yeah, so at least get Nick and Rick out here tomorrow.
Less than 5. Austin Moore.
Oh, hey. It's great, man. So when I was a wee little boy,
John Arnold.
if he had to marshal, I told you. That's what kids are doing.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my dad also viewed me as pretty big.
Steve Crawford.
Wow.
Alright.
What did you do?
Sweet. Well, lineup will be Chris, Steve, John, and Austin.
Hey, what are you doing, Steve?
Alright, looks good. Driver's ready. Marshall's ready. Roll them off. Off and underway, race 1, NASCAR B main. Everyone running the order they started so far. Chris up front with a 1.2 second lead over Steve. Steve 1.2 up on John. John 1 second up on Austin. That's not for the race though, gonna be Steve with a 5.3. Starting him out with a little bit of a charge here on Chris. As they go by the line, only 6/10 now the gap. And then John and Austin also having a pretty good battle there for that number 3 spot.
3 minutes left.
1 minute down and 3 left to go. Five three for John that time by resetting hot lap of the race right now running in that number 3 spot. But you got Steve and Chris now running 1 and 2 down the back straightaway they go. Steve gonna be that red and white. Chris gonna be the dark, kind of that green and purple. Depending on how you look at it there. And then Steve with some trouble, so Chris gonna go back around for that number 1 spot. Steve with the 2 now, 2 seconds out. 4 seconds out to John in the 3 spot. 2.5 back to Austin in the 4. 2 down, 2 to go, halfway into this one. Oh, trouble for Steve. John now going to close in a little bit. See you later, brother.
One minute left.
1 minute to go, guys. Still got Chris leading this one out. Now John up to that 2 spot, Austin 3. And Steve looks like probably missing laps here. Got John and Austin in a battle here. Oh, they get together. 20 seconds left to go. Oh, they get crossed up again. This will be the last lap to decide the second place here. Looks like John will hold on to it for second.
This one is done. Austin was done.
Steve did miss some laps in
Steve
there.
Crawford done. The race is completed.
Alright, that's a race. Chris, John, Austin, Steve. Alright. Get you guys back out there to marshal race 2, NASCAR A-Main. Fred, Nick, Tony, Rick, and Ethan.
That motor perked it up though.
Fred Thompson. Tony Lee.
You gotta realize that motor in my car is
2 minutes to the start of the race. Ethan Deep. Rick Harper. Nick Little.
Fred's number 1.
Alright, it's going to be Fred on the 1, Nick on the 2, Tony on the 3, Rick on the 4, Ethan on the 5. Alright, roll them off in that order. We go, off and underway, race 2, NASCAR A-Main. Nick getting up on 2 wheels there, brings it back down, saves it, holds on to that number 2 spot. Rick making it around Tony. Oh, then Tony gets crossed up. Watch on the back straight go low or high. Yep, that worked out clear. Top 3 gonna break away a little bit from the rest here. Fred up front running 5.2, his best lap that time by. Nick running his best also a 5.2. Tony a 5.1. Rick a 5.10. That's hot lap of the race so far. Running in that number 4 spot right now.
3 minutes left.
1 minute down, 3 left to go. green and red. Rick in the yellow and blue. Ethan in the black. Nick and Tony now in a battle for that number 2 spot. Tony having to look to the inside. Now Nick having the inside as they come back and forth. Going side by side pretty much every straightaway here. Good battles for that number 2 spot. Oh, now Tony goes sliding across the rug. That's going to put Rick right there with him now. Battle for 3rd place. Oh, trouble for your number 2 car. He gets marshaled by another driver. And back all rolling together. Watch it out of 4, high out of 4. I don't know, it's broke or either just that or really edgy. One of the two. Let's just say it got hammered a few times. Low on the back straight, that is clear. Looks undrivable. Fred up front still in this one. He's now got a pretty big lead here, 6 seconds up on Rick, so that's going to be over a lap here. And then Rick got 2 seconds up on Tony. Tony 12 up on Ethan. Looks like Nick's back running a little bit here.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. Low on the front stretch, low on the front. Seconds. Right now, closest battle out there going to be Rick and Tony. Last time by 1.6 was the gap. Tony is closing in ever so slightly here. Making up a couple tenths that lap as well. 10 seconds to go. Looks like Rick should be able to hold him off. Just making sure he gets it smooth to the finish here. And that will be time. Tony gets caught on the line. And that is a race. Everybody is done. All right, Fred takes that one. Rick in the 2. Tony 3, Ethan 4, and Nick 5.
The race is completed.
All right, a couple of you guys give me back to back here in race 3, Street Stock B main. Looks like who all is back to back?
This car,
Just Tony?
I think it's a retired car.
Yeah, I guess so.
Austin Morse.
It's not like you don't have another one sitting in the house.
So yeah, we'll get our other guys other than Tony out here to marshal.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Tony leads. To the start of the race. Austin 5.
I think it's a tire rather than something. I think Tony's got it.
Yeah, I don't. I got pulled over last week.
Uh-uh.
I had a really good speed.
This bumper, when we broke,
Yeah.
tipped down too much.
You didn't use the bumpers.
Oh, that's because it flexed the bottom.
How's it feel?
Kind of sucks. And it pulls through.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's just awesome.
Yeah, we just won't run that. Yeah, digging the bumper was because when it broke,
I was impressed. I was like, hey, something everyone knows me. That's number one or two. Go on and get. We still wouldn't have enough Marshall, would we?
it's only us two. It's only us three.
He's broke.
All right.
He's chassis broke.
All right. Well, it's going to be Tony and Austin. What if I...
What you what?
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and roll them off. All right, just two-car showdown here. John having some issues. Right now, Tony up front. Austin going to be about 2.5 back in that number 2 spot.
Three minutes left.
1 minute down and 3 left to go. Tony up front and putting some time down. Trying to run away early with this one.
See, the final one made the monster stuff almost the exact match to whatever we used. Not off by much.
I'd have feel them stripes if you changed where it was. That was
I can make it hell. I can make it bigger. I can make it bigger.
2 minutes left.
2 down, 2 to go. Halfway into this one now. Tony going to be about half a track up on Austin. It's 2.5 seconds between them. And then Tony got fast up in the race, 5.2. Austin a 5.4.
You got the A and B spec back.
No bumps.
15 more starts.
That's done as he crossed.
Tony
Tony
really
gonna take
does.
it. Austin in the 2.
The race is completed.
At least they're gonna get third.
Alright, ideally we'd get all 3 of you guys out here for race 4, Street Stock A main. Nick, Rick, Steve, and Chris in the A.
Chris finished. Rick Harkins. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Nick Little. Steve Crawford.
Alright, it's gonna be Nick, Rick, Steve, and Chris. Roll them off. Here we go, last race of the night. Street Stock A main, off and rolling. A little bit of trouble for Steve there. Gonna move him down to the 4. But it's Nick, Rick, Chris, and Steve. You're running order so far here. Nick with fast lap early on of a 4.9. Rick a 5.1. Chris a 5.1. Steve a 5.4. down and 3 left to go. Nick up front with a 2-second lead up on Rick. Rick with a 2-second lead up on Chris. Chris 6 seconds up on Steve. Nick gonna be the pink and black. Rick in the orange. Chris in the more yellowish orange. And Steve in the white and red.
Left.
2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. We're halfway into this one. Got Nick up front with a 5-second lead up on Chris now. Chris 7/10 up on Rick, so those two gonna be pretty close battling for that number 2 spot. And then Rick got 8 seconds up on Steve. Clear.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Nick in control this one. He's got a 7-second lead, so over a lap on everybody. And he's just Just got to keep it on all fours here and drive this one to the finish. And then Chris can have about a half lap up on Rick. Rick gonna have 14 seconds up on Steve. 30 seconds.
Nick Leah done.
Has to be done as you
Nick
cross.
Crawford done. Rick Harkness
That's a
done.
race.
Chris Reynolds done.
Everybody's done. Nick taking that
The
one.
race is completed.
Chris in the 2, Rick 3, and Steve 4.